Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Talia Trianda and you can call me Talia. I'm from 4D class in English Education Department of Winsus Riau, and today I would like to present to you about my journal from Google. The title is The Practice of Corrective Feedback Used by a Teacher in Teaching English, and name of author and institutional affiliation is Endah Sriwinarsih Dwi Rukmini Pascakalisa from English Department Faculty of Language and Art, University Negeri Semarang, Indonesia. And abstract thesis journal. This study focused on the practice of corrective feedback used by teacher in SD Semesta Bilingual School. The objective of the study is to describe the type of corrective feedback used by the teacher in teaching English SD Bilingual School. This study is a qualitative research and interaction journal. According to Orange, the ultimate purpose of the teaching is to help students become independent and self-regulated. Based on the statement, teaching process should be effective in order to achieve the goal. The effectiveness of teaching depends on some part of teaching. One of them is a teacher's building up students' motivation to learn is one of requirement of the effective teachers. In process of teaching, there are so many active between the teacher and the students. There are ideas, solve a problem together, giving correction, discuss some issues, correction and answer each other, and etc. And it requires a good communication and skill both the teacher and the student. And method, this is journal. The study of this is the study of this. The subject of this study was an English teacher in SD Semesta Bilingual School, Semarang. There were an English teacher and 20 students that involved in the research. The teacher was interviewed for the topic of the study. The research also interviewed the teacher and asked he what type of corrective feedback method she preferred to use in communicative active and while this considered in the best one. Besides, their teaching process will record as the data. Besides counting the percentage, the research used the result of interviewing the teachers and the result of counting the percentage was analyzed to get a new definition or innovation of the application of corrective feedback in teaching process. And result, this is journal. The data analysis. There are 6 kinds of corrective feedback strategy are used by the English teacher. That is recharge, explicit feedback, clarification request, metalinguistic feedback, excitation, and repetition. The results of the study are not in line with study conducted by Hussein. The teacher preferred to use Richard in dealing with the student error. In this study, Richard was reported as the second frequently used in corrective feedback type. And discussion, this is journal. The following are detailed description of each corrective feedback strategy used by an English teacher teaching the second grader of SD Semesta Bilingual School. And the first one is recharge. Recharge can be defined as the teacher's formulation of all or part of a student utterance means the error. Explicit corrective require the teacher to provide the correct from clearly so that there is an error in the student's utterance. Clarification request. In this strategy, the The teacher indicate the message has not been understood. The student utterance contains some kind of mistake by using phrases like "excuse me" or "sorry." Clarification request is less possibility from teacher to have student errors corrected to indicate them either the utterance is ill-formed or that their utterance has been misunderstood by the teachers. And the fourth, metalinguistic feedback. Corrective feedback contains metalinguistic comments, information, or questions that raise the student awareness and awareness of the erroneous utterance without explicitly correct them. And the five elicitation. When a student was doing monologue, she wanted to say different things. Then the teacher evaluating the mistake by the student by evaluating the program from, and then the last repetition. In the study, the main focus in on Mipkins on corrective feedback strategy used by the teacher in teaching your learners. And the conclusion: by the result has seen the implementation of corrective feedback and methods how to implement in the teaching and learning process. The teacher in SD semester bilingual school used all kinds of corrective feedback. It was very good. They mostly use explicit feedback during her teaching and learning process. By implementation corrective feedback, the study knew the part of their error. However, the teacher should control to give the corrective feedback. The teacher has to see the changing of the student behavior. If it is good, the teacher can continue to give the corrective feedback. On the other hand, if the feedback changes the student behavior into the bad on our or makes the student lose their confidence, the teacher should change the strategy to correct the student errors. As a result, the student can achieve better achievement and becomes great student. Okay, I think that's all for my journal. I'm sorry for my mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.